I'm Ida Blevins, and I'm with Uniquely the Same, and I'm here with Samantha. Is it Hasselbusch or Hasselbusch?
It's technically Hasselbusch. The lazy American way to say it is Hasselbusch.
So, I'm the lazy American.
I didn't mean you. I just meant,
I get it.
I just mean in general.
That's all right, Sam.
I'm a lazy American. I say Hasselbusch half the time
I
myself.
thought that's how you told me to pronounce it.
But she knows we're lazy Americans. Anyway, we're here just having a conversation, living life, and demystifying disability together. So this is Samantha Hasselbusch and Mary Lou Zolko. So welcome. We're glad to have you here with us today. So Sam, I have a question.
Yes.
I understand I thought you worked for a large company, and I'm not really sure the company that you work for.
Department of Veteran Affairs.
Department of Veterans. So that's big.
That's a pretty big company.
That's big.
Just,
So-
a little bit.
So one of the things that Uniquely the Same is trying to do is help people with vocational, educational, career training, getting people transitioned into that role. So tell me, what was your first job that you remember?
My first job actually was as a camp counselor, and I was also program staff. So I did. It was me and one other counselor. We were in charge of music activities for the
that was
campers
good.
too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
good
So as a
match.
general counselor, so I had a cabin and campers and stuff. But I was also program staff, so I had to find time to come up with the music activities for each set of campers, because we did stuff for all ages. We had adults, we had kids, we had teenagers. So.
And how old were you when you were doing this?
I was 16.
Oh, wow. That's
So-
that's a lot of responsibility in a 16-year-old.
Yeah, well, yeah. It was kind of interesting because some of the campers, some of the counselors, it was, I don't think, like when you first take that job you realize how much really goes into it.
Oh, okay.
So-
So then you didn't already know your way around. So
No, not really,
As
no.
a staff person, did you
They
need
had
help to get around?
well, they actually have they have guide rails and guide wires. On like the paths, and actually they go up into the woods too. So if somebody wanted to, they could actually follow the guide wires like up into the woods and take a walk in the woods independently. But I did get a little bit of mobility training on like the main drag and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah,
So that was your first job?
That
as
was
a
my
camp
first,
counselor.
yeah.
Then after 16, what did you do?
I was an intern at NASA. So
What?
National Aeronautics.
Oh, because
I've
it's
known you
up
all this
there
time and I
in
didn't
Cleveland.
know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
No.
Yeah, I was a high school intern. They have a high school intern program, and I wasn't even like sure how much I really wanted to do it. I mean, I've always been into astronomy and space, but I was kind of like, that's more sciencey, and I'm not sciencey.
Oh.
So, but it was more administrative
Okay.
work that I was doing. It was actually a paid internship. It was
Nice.
40 hours a week, 8 weeks.
Wow.
It was a good little job. I'm like, I'd be happy with just like not going back to school and just like doing this.
So you feel like that developed your gifts to help with the role that you're playing today?
Yeah, I mean, it made me somewhat familiar with the government.
Bureaucracy.
Because there's, you have so many acronyms, any agency that you work at, and it's like, oh, I dealt with that when I was in high school as an intern at NASA for 2 summers, so I kind of understand the acronym thing. It doesn't necessarily mean I know what they mean, but it at least, makes sense to me.
I don't know, my background is in health information management, so
Yeah.
one of the classes I took early on was medical terminology, and part of medical terminology was all the abbreviations. And I remember studying for my first test of all those abbreviations and not really taking it seriously and going in to take the test and seeing all those letters.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just made up things to go with them, and thankfully I had a professor with a sense of humor, and said,
Well-
that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do.
The only medical terms I know are like, ingrown hair, it's a rabbit race indoors. And let's see, cauterize, making direct eye contact with her.
Caught her eyes.
Or my personal favorite, rectum, darn near killed him.
Sam.
I don't know if
Okay,
you
now
want to
how
put
do you
that.
follow up with the next question?
Now, really, I thought I had a question, and now I really don't. Well, thank you for sharing that medical terminology jargon with us, because that'll help.
Cauterize, okay.
We are